Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So I'm starting a few orders today. This one's for Frankie. This is all she ordered. This is the duck, but she wanted it exactly like Dawn did it in the video a few weeks back. So we're going to try to duplicate that. Well, I'm going to try to duplicate that. And then I'm going to start Laura's order, which is a lot of things. I could not do that all in one day. So I'm going to do two things for her today. This is the Faith Cross. She wants it done just like I did it the first time. And then she wants the rose box with this color is what I see. So the picture on the screen is the inspiration picture that she wanted for the rose. This is the closest that I have. So we'll see if that's it. And then I chose this Rolio Hunter Green because it looked pretty good. It'll be lighter as you brush it on the mold and fill with clear anyway. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to do because the rest will be clear. The other day we poured this one. I unmolded it, but I wanted to show you. So it came out better, I think, but we're missing a lot of the green, although the marbling is really pretty on the edges. We're missing a lot of the mint. So if you missed that one, that was 2 days ago. This is the replacement, although I sent her pictures of the finished one and she liked it. So I'm going to send her pictures of this one and let her choose between the two. And then the other one went on eBay and is probably gone by now by the time you're seeing this. But I love the soft colors. They look really pretty on there. I'm going to try to fill this maybe with purple this time. I didn't like the green in there on the other one, but that pink that I had was a little too dark, so I think I might do purple on that one. I'm not sure. I'll think about that when I get to it, so we'll finish that one later. But before that, I do need to brush all of these molds. The hardest one is going to be this duck. And I don't remember, I think I did it with my finger last time, but I'm going to try to use a brush, and this is the green that I got in from Temu a long time ago, and I don't know if I can get it. I don't remember what I did. I did it off camera. I went to go look and it was already done when we started that video. So I'm going to try my best to do that one. Well, maybe I'll do that one. Maybe I'll do this one off camera so I don't fight with it the whole morning. Let's see how we get it, because I can't even see up in there. So I will do that, but let's brush the other ones with you so you're not seeing me struggle, or actually in a little bit of a fast forward, because I've got a lot to brush on this cross. But I want to show you these colors in here. So let's do, we'll do this purple first. It's like a pinky purple. It's really pretty. I just hope it shows. Oh yeah, that'll be nice. It'll be very subtle. I have not done this color in here yet. I would love somebody to order this jar in a color so we could see it not in clear. I mean, I don't blame you. The clear is stunning in this particular piece. So it's not like I don't like it. It's just sometimes you want to do something different, but just coloring the rose will change things up a little bit too. So that's going to be pretty. And it's a matte portion of the mold. So the flower is matte, but it seems to come out pretty good when you brush the mica right onto the actual rose and the stem. The rest is shiny, of course. So there is, I think I got all of that. That's a little leaf right there. You want to blow out all that excess so it doesn't create bubbles in there. So that's pretty good. I just want to get a little cotton swab just to make sure I get that one leaf clean before I put green in it. We'll just go around this whole thing and make sure everything is clean. And then I'll put the green in, and then for the cross, I picked out the same colors I did the first time, and that is the Lorez Gray Galah, the Venom from Dianca Pours, and the Teal Gray by Marblers. So those are going in here, and then the centerpiece is the Rose Gold from Dianca Pours. So those are those, because you'll probably be in a fast forward by that time. I just hate keeping you guys so long. brushing powders on. You guys know how to brush powders on. If you're new, well, I'm going to show you a few minutes and then you'll see the fast forward finishing it up. So look at that pretty one. I don't think I've used this one for the leaves yet. Oh, you know what? I want a smaller brush. Let's do that so we don't get it everywhere. Like that. So just get it on, take it off where you don't want it with your cotton swabs, your alcohol. You can even mix this with alcohol and it will probably go on a little easier for you, but I always forget that and I don't do that way. So either way, it doesn't matter. I don't mind cleaning for a few minutes. Try to get everything you don't want to see because whatever you get on that silicone around it, you will see. So I try to clean as best as humanly possible when I do mine. Okay, that's that. I will get in fast forward, get all this done, and then we'll start pouring.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. Colors are loud like they're breaking the cage. Sparkles explode in a radiant haze. Crafting a masterpiece that's gonna amaze. Glitz and glitter lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of flare. Diamonds shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell. Turning the ordinary into something to tell. Glitz and gold with a stroke of flare. Diamonds shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell. Turning the ordinary into something to tell. Glitz and glitter lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones.
I'm just now realizing that the cross does not fit in my pressure pot, which freed up a lot of room in the large pressure pot, so I am adding a couple of things to the mix today. So part of her order was also this butterfly cross we've been doing a ton. And that's what I mixed up first because it's the thinnest and it can sit in there the longest before it starts curing up. So she wants that cross in a cream color. So the cream color that I have is Buttercream. So that's what we're going to do first. I didn't even talk about it at all, but that's what we're starting with. And then I'm just going to mix up a couple of batches of... We're going to need that one again. A couple batches of resin today. No big deal. I don't like to do my resin all at one time when I have this much going on. I just don't like to rush. So we're going to pour the one I never expected to pour today. Get that going in the buttercream. And that one holds 12 ounces exactly. So that one's easy for me to calculate and get the only one I don't know is the duck, because apparently on the last video I went to go look and I forgot to measure it on there. So I'm thinking 8 ounces, but I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it's about 8. I should have measured it before I painted his neck, but I didn't. But that's okay. We don't mind extras, although we have a lot to unmold today. I got a lot to finish today. All right, that's nice and done. Let me just move some things, grab the cross, which is, the bottom is already sitting where I need it to sit in this, but I need it to move over because I'm going to add a few more things to the mix. I'm going to try that butterfly and flower one more time that Denise sent to me. So we're going to fit that over here. after I mix up some more resin. And then I will mail those off to her. And then she could play. Just want to make sure that's all filled up. And then I'll move this out of the way, mix up some more resin, and we'll do the next level. I think I want to do the duck last, just because he's so tall and he will cure much faster. Okay, that's good for that. For the lid, let me move this out of the way. It doesn't fit on one shelf, unfortunately. So I'm going to put this on a piece of paper towel so I can move it out of the way with my spatula, because I can't stick a spatula underneath silicone. It just doesn't work. So we don't need all of this in the pressure pot. I don't like anything extra. Let's squirt the butterflies, flowers like normal. And then get the bubbles out of the tips. Same thing with this side. There's always a bubble in that one tip. There it is. There's that one. So you're going to get some extras today. See, 12 ounces, just like I said. I'm not going to scrape this yet in there until I move it over there. But I do want to get the bubbles out of this. Ooh, that's got a little pointy part. Let me grab another one. I didn't clean it off good. Make sure if you have one of these, that it's clean so you're not ripping your mold off with dried resin on the end. So I'll go around this a couple of times. One right now. Then I'm going to move it over to the pressure pot. And then I'm going to do it again after I scrape. That way, most likely, we shouldn't have a bubble. There's one that came out. I'm pretty good on most of them. Every once in a while, I'll miss something. But I do go around it multiple times, so I don't miss anything. This is a pretty big lip on this one. Okay, so let me move that one aside. I've got 15 ounces dispensing in the resin thing, so let's get the duck mixed up, which is the buttercream again, and then the mud pie brown. So I'm mixing up 8 for that and 7 for the clear. And then we'll do the cross and the other thing, the other butterfly and flower last. The cross has to sit on the table, unfortunately. Let's just get some brown in here. I'm trying to duplicate what Don did that day, because that's what Frankie would like. Get this mixed while I'm waiting, because that does take a couple minutes to dispense. I'm like the queen of multitasking over here. Sometimes it burns me, but sometimes I can do pretty good. Okay, there's that one. I think this one's good. I'm going to go ahead and, nope, it's just about done. I'm going to go ahead and mix that up. Batch 2 is stirred and ready. So I'm going to start with the clear so I can make sure I have enough clear in case I messed up my numbers. Just going to work it around all those facets. And then fill it up. Just don't want to run out of clear. I don't think I will. I should have extra, to be honest, but I don't know my numbers today. Well, half the time I don't know my numbers, but okay, let's do this. This one I want to kind of open up that flower because it's got those petals in there. I don't want bubbles getting in there. And then I'm going to go around that edge. Keep that in there. Do the same thing. I usually go both ways just to make sure they're covered from each side. Seems to work. I haven't had any issues. Whether that's part of it or not, I have no idea. I'm just going to fill it up. Didn't see any bubbles under that, but let's go over around it anyway with our little wand here. Just want to make sure we get them if they are there. I don't see any. And it looks pretty full.
What you making me?
I'm not making you anything.
Well, why not?
All right. Now, oh, while you're in here, you want to pour your duck? Somebody wants the duck exactly like you did it.
Oh, I can do it a little bit later, but right now I got some.
Oh, no, the resin's right here.
I don't have time to do that right now.
Oh, sorry, Frankie, I tried. I'm going to do 3 each first. And then if I have any left, I'm going to, if I don't have left, then I'm going to use that clear for something else. But I don't know exactly how much I need. I try to work quickly because I have a few other things I need to mix up. And this duck is the only thing that makes me nervous, sitting there so deep. Going to cure faster than everything else, but I want it under pressure before it wants to cure, so. Okay, that should be good. I might need more. Whoa, almost stripped. So I do have some left. So let's start pouring. I'm just going to do what Don did. You're not really going to see anything in the head because of the green, but I do want to squish the beak. Yep, there was a bubble down in there. And then we're just going to do the glitz effect because that's all he did. And, oh goodness, I'm going to need something to prop it up on. Actually, I might go against the stick. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's go. Let's go here. Oh, I might even have extra just doing it this way. Or with the 6. I might be able to pour those, the butterfly and the flower. Oh, for sure, I have plenty. Check that out. And the feet are going to get painted, so I'm not too concerned about the color of the feet, but I'm not going to completely fill it up, so that's cool. So I would mix up 6 if you get this mold, because I don't, maybe 5 actually. No, I would say 6, because I'm going to still have some extra, but I'm going to fill it up once I get it into the pressure pots. Okay, so I don't think I need that anymore. Let me move this off the table. I'm going to see what I have left of the clear. I've got the purple out. I'm going to do the butterfly and the flower in purple. Just like a transparent purple, that's all. And see what we get. Then I will stack everything in there, get the pressure where I want it, which is about 40 pounds. And then I will mix up some more resin for the cross, and that one takes 6 ounces. So, and I need to figure something else out for the extras, which isn't that much. So let's get, where's my spray bottle? Everything is everywhere today. I'm just going to spritz down in there because of all those tight knit facets. Hopefully I have enough for both of these. Just want to squish it and coat it. They use like the tightest knit little facets for this one. And there's that. Oh, I should have just exactly enough for this flower. Wouldn't that be amazing? I just wanted to pour this one more time before I send this off to Denise. Oh man. Let me see if I excuse me, can scrape it all out. Just barely. Oh my gosh. Could it be exactly what I need? So close. I should just use some of that others because there's nothing left in there. This is basically just a casting for me. So I'm just going to fill it up with some brown because I really don't care what color this one is. I just want a nice casting of it. Let's see what that does. That should be interesting. Okay, now I'm going to go pressure everything up and then we'll mix more.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
I just mixed up some crystal white and ran it through the vacuum chamber because it has to sit on the table. So I want to make sure I got all the bubbles out. Let's fill up the cross first. And then we'll see if we have any left over. I filled up the little peanut head with the leftover buttercream. I have a little bit of brown left, so we'll see if I have any white left. Maybe I'll make up that three-dimensional butterfly. This one holds about 6 ounces-ish. I think I mixed up 7. I did mix up 7. But I don't want it too high. That's about as high as I want it. So, yep, I have the extra. So 6. I should have believed my writing on there. So let's just pour this little butterfly. There's peanut head. I'm probably going to have extra too. So let's drizzle some of this brown that I put buttercream in and drizzle some white. We'll make a moth. Moths are brown, right? I don't know much about butterflies, but I'm pretty sure there's got to be a brown one out there somewhere. Let's get the rest of this in there. I still have some white, so maybe I will put something in the white. That's full. That looks good. And I still have, oh gosh, I still have quite a lot of white left. Let's put it in here and see what we have before I choose a mold. I don't need like 65 pendants. Well, I probably do, but I don't want to. I don't want to be putting those together today. So, oh, I got a good ounce and a half. So 6 was way plenty. It was probably 5.5. So I probably should have wrote 5.5 on the mold, so I didn't mix up 7. Let's see, what can I pour? I'm going to add a little bit of purple taupe to it. And I'm going to try these. I'm going to try this one again. That is the one that says not for beginners on Into Resin, because it is very difficult to fill. The crevices are so small. I think it's a lotus flower or orchid. I don't know. I don't know my flowers. I don't know much about a lot of things. I think it's a lotus flower. And then I pulled the other two out that I have. But let's do that one first, seeing that it's going to be really difficult to fill. See those little holes in there? Yeah. You have to open it somehow. It's hard to do by myself. And you have to poke that in there. And using like your leftover resin isn't always the best idea because at that point it's pretty thick. And you want it to get down in there. Goes way back deep. Now I don't know where those holes are. There's one. The first time I poured it, I got it. The second time, it was not perfect, but it wasn't bad. I'm going to just do that again. A couple drops. And make sure that's going down in there. Maybe if I open it like that, there's got to be a trick. Sometimes molds should come with instructions. I can't tell. That's the center. It's just like 3 areas on this one is really difficult. Well, it looks like nothing's bubbling out, so let's go ahead and fill it up, which does not take very much at all. Oh, it needs to get down in here too, over here on these edges. I'm just using like a really thin dotting tool so it doesn't scratch, but I want it to drain down in these little petal edges. And then this one has an edge. Gosh, it doesn't take very much. A little more. Maybe 1/4 of an ounce. And that was almost too much. Gosh, I hope it goes down in all these little spots. That's all I can do. I don't know what else to do. Okay, let's do these because we know these are gorgeous. I'm just gonna, again, when you have the extras, it's thick. So you gotta be extra careful. Let's just fill that one up. I'm going to let everything get pretty solid before I turn the heat mat on. You don't want to create any bubbles. Sometimes heat mats can create bubbles because it's going to lower the viscosity before it raises it. So it's going to make it really thin before it gets really thick. And sometimes that doesn't do you any favors. Let's get this one poured. And I still have a little left, so, ooh, look at that bubble come out. This lighter is so tricky. There we go. Let's pop any bubbles we got. There's one on the butterfly. All right, so those 3 are good. Gosh, I hope about that one. Let's get a couple of, you know what? Let's do their other one. Sitting here on top, just waiting. This is like a sunflower-ish style, but this one you have to really trim every single time between the petals. Let's see if I can do it without trimming, but every single time so far, because it is very shallow here on the petals. So it goes between them. Then you gotta, yeah, see, I'm gonna need more, and then it goes between them. Then you gotta trim it. It's kind of like dipping down, which is the problem. You just get some in here. I don't know, can I do it without trimming? And what do we have? Let's just do my famous little, we won't do the hearts today. I don't want to wear them out. Let's do some other ones. Squares. And a circle. Just enough for two. All right, well, we got lots of waiting to do for that pressure pot. And I will probably finish them on the heat mat. Get you the comment of the day and see you in a sec. Okay, here we are. Looks a little different, doesn't it? Because after I poured all of the ones that I poured with you, that was also the same day that I had the Amazon Live that evening. So I have all the unmolding to do from the Amazon Live. So it's been about 3 weeks since then. So we have tons to unmold. I've meant to clean all this and I didn't. I just want to get these extra pieces off. So I hope you don't mind extra unmolding. Oh, here's another one. Over here, this is the duck. So we got a lot to undo. And if you missed the Amazon Live, unfortunately, you cannot go back and watch it, I don't think. It's only up, excuse me, for 7 days. So unfortunately, they don't archive them, I don't think. Anyway, let's do the Amazon Live ones first and get them off of the table. I'm trying to see here what I did. This was an extra from the Amazon Live. This is a glow in the dark. And it was all the orange that I had left over. So I just grabbed a mold real quick and poured the bow. So this one will glow in the dark. And I will have to get you a picture of that if I remember at the end. So there's the little bow. Then I'm trying to think what was what here. This was glow in the dark because this was glow in the dark. Oh, here's another extra. This was thermochromic. So this peanut head is going to change color in cold and hot. So right now he's purple and green. I'll have to get some ice water and do this for you and show you the difference between hot and cold. So there's peanut head. Let's see, any other extras that I'm missing here from the live? There is a, oh, this one. Let's do this one. This was glow in the dark on a matte mold. So I wanted to see what it would look like. It's really not that bad. Really not that bad. It's going to glow. So we'll get you glows. I'm going to put these all in a little pile so I don't forget to do that. I hope I don't forget to do that. This was all the extras of the mica powders from the lizard. We poured 7 colors in the lizard, and I had enough left over to pour the butterfly. So we poured another butterfly. Of course, they merged. I had purples, pinks, greens. Some of it turned brownish purple, but it's not too bad, to be honest with you. For being not on a, I didn't use the vacuum, or I used the vacuum chamber. I did not use the pressure pot, and this came out perfectly. I don't see any bubbles. It was last to be poured, so that is nice. That was the extra. Let's do the glow-in-the-dark frog. And I will be finishing these guys off today, so I have a lot. This is the next day. I didn't finish a video yesterday because of the live, so I got a lot on my plate to do. A couple of crosses, a couple of characters. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a lot. It's a good thing. It's still morning. Okay, this was glow-in-the-dark, yellow, orange, and green. And his eyes came out. Oh, I'm so happy. So happy. So we're going to get him to glow. How cute is that? He's going to be adorbs. Okay, there's the frog. Let's do, what else did I pour? Oh, the axolotl and the lizard. This is the mica powder from the 60 count set. We did 7 colors of the 60. Let's see what we got. He is fully cured and ready to come out. Let's hope his eyes are in place. Oh, good, they are. Thank God they are. That looks nice. Let me get the other ones. I'll show you. Oops, I just dropped one of them. I'll show you the difference in case you missed. Actually, I'm not going to show you the difference because, oh yeah, never mind. That video already went out. Okay, so let's start over. Here is the original frog that I did on the video the other day in purple, pink, and blue glow in the dark. And here is the new one I did in the green and the orange. So this one I just put some eyelashes on. I put some rhinestones on the toes. So I don't know. We'll see what I do with that. And then this was the original one we did the other day on the video with 7 colors as well. And then here is last night's with a different 7 colors. So every time you pour, you're going to get something different. So there's that one. You need to finish him. This is the axolotl from a couple days ago. Remember, with the eyes on top of his head? That's why I didn't put eyes in this on the live. I was like, nope, not doing it. Because I don't want them to be on top of his head again. Let's get this one out. This one is always a little more challenging. I could probably spray it just to, maybe I will because of the gills up in there. You could use soapy water too, but I don't have it sitting right here where the alcohol is, so I'm just gonna work that up into those gills to get them out easily so I don't rip any off. You definitely want to make sure this is fully cured before you demold it, or you're going to be missing some gills. Okay, let's get the tail out. There we go. Here he is. So I'm thinking this is under this. See, he's still under cold colors. So this must be cold colors as well. So let's get the heat gun out. I'm going to show you what he looks like under warm colors. So I could tell these are darker colors than normal. Yep, he's lightening up. I used a bowl of hot water on the live to make it go quicker. because I didn't want you to have to listen to the heat gun. But here he's lightening up. You're seeing pink and yellows, limes. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this one going too. In the same heat gun. Because he's going to turn mostly green. Mostly like lime green yellow. Or green and blue. No, I don't remember correctly already. So look at how different they're turning. So under heat, these are the thermochromic powders. See how much lighter they are? Super cool. Kids love this stuff. And then this one. Orange, pink, yellow. A little bit of green. So there they are under heat. I'd turn out the lights, but it's daylight here right now, so I can't do what I did on the live and shut all the lights off to show you the glows. But there they are under warm. I'll just paint his eyes. I'm so glad he doesn't have eyes on top of his head. Okay, let's move on. Okay, that was everything from the live. Let's do all the extras from yesterday's normal pours. This is another peanut head. Cute. We got 2 more peanuts done. Let's do the 3-dimensional butterfly. That was a few colors. Oh, that came out nice. Little bubble right there, but that stinks. And one right there. That's what happens when you're pouring last, but nothing stones can't do. Let's do the little flowers. Look at that. Came out gorgeous. Absolutely love it. This is the one that I'm probably, oh, look at that. I didn't even get a whole petal because I was so worried about trimming it. So that kind of stinks. Yeah, I'm missing a petal right there, but flowers aren't perfect, are they? But I don't have any trimming. So I gave up one for the other. All right, let's do this flower. Get it out. Beautiful. Sparkling as usual. Oh, that's right. I had to think because I did so much yesterday. I added that purple taupe to the white. No wonder why it's so sparkly. Okay, this is the one that was not for beginners. Let's see how I did. Plus, it was leftover resin that was getting warm. Oh, I already see a bubble. I failed. I failed. Yep, 2 of them. 3 of them. There, and here. So that kind of stinks. I'm telling you, this is a very hard mold. I would probably only use it with very thin resin. Do it as your first pour. I would not try 4-hour fast cure in that one. I would just do your 1-to-1 epoxy and make sure you pour it first, not last, because that's what's going to happen when it's last. Let me move this. I've got so much to do today. So much to do today. Okay, here's the butterfly in purple. Not too bad. Pretty good. This is the Bond Crafter one. So we just need to trim the bottom of everything. All right, what's next? Let's do the jar. This one doesn't need anything done to it. This is basically going to be done as long as there's no flaws in the mold. It's gorgeous as usual. We have seen this done in clear so many times. Let's see how the flower came out. No bubbles, awesome. Let's see what we got. Oh, that came out nice. That came out really nice. I hope she likes the color. I think it's gorgeous. All right. Let's see. Let's do the cross so I can get this mold off of my table. The only thing I have to do to this is fill in the wording. That came out good. So these words here need to get filled in. Not sure if I'm going to use a marker or paint. A little bit of trimming, but not much at all. Okay. Oh, here's another one that we had that I forgot to unmold. This is the other Bond Crafter flower. Oh, that came out good. That's a nice casting. So that's in the mold because that's what I did yesterday. I wondered what those two things were there. So that's part of the mold. So that's cool. So this is going to go back to Denise. Let's do the duck. Oh my gosh, I have so much. So much. I also have, remember this one I have to finish. That was from the other day. So I got to get that one completely done. So I can give her her choice on the two. Let's hope this duck came out like the other one, which I have a lot of finishing to do on this one to make it look like Don's. Come on, little beak. It is a very soft silicone. Come on. There we go. Nice. That came out great. I hope you like it, Frankie. Well, it's not done yet. We're going to fix it up. Love it. Okay, the duck is done. These are done. I got so much cleanup to do. Okay, let's get this out. And we got 2 crosses to finish. That is a ton of time. Ton of time. Here is the cream. Not too bad. I could see the whole butterfly much easier when it's certain colors you could see it and certain colors you've very hard time. Let's hope we don't have any bubbles. Why do I have air in here? That's weird. I heard air come out. That's not a good sign. I gotta get a new mold. Okay, everything is good. Everything is good. Okay. That always happens when you use mica powder every single time. There's nothing you can do about that in this particular mold. If you use a pigment paste or an ink, that does not happen. But the words will cover most of that, but there's no way around it. I don't have a cream paste. Okay. Everything is pretty good. No like horrible disasters. Let me get my stuff organized. I'm going to start working on finishing. See you in a second.
Michelle in the studio, hair up, hands in gold, little jars and colored dust, and a story getting told. Paint on the crosses, rhinestones catching light. She's working past the sunset, making something sweet tonight. And she says, thank you, Lord, for every face she sees, every comment, every prayer, every bit of kindness leaves. Michelle and glitter, glitter and Michelle, she makes it shine so well. Michelle and glitter, glitter and Michelle, her little joy She keeps on thanking heaven while the resin sets and glows, and every heart that tunes in feels the love she always shows. Michelle and glitter, glitter and Michelle, she makes it shine so well. Michelle and glitter, glitter and Michelle, her little joy rings like a bell. Glitz and glitter, glitz and glitter.
That was a lot of work. Oh my gosh. Remember me next time I do a live. Don't do so many projects on the live because I'm going to unmold them and finish them the next day. Okay, for this one, I fixed it with a little glitter glue. I just touched it up so it's wet again. So I used the white glitter glue on those edges that had the bubbles, so it's not too bad in the end. The rest of the flowers I didn't touch. I just left them as they are. Here are the peanut heads. This one, he was playing in the mud and he got it all over his face, and Mama said, "That's it, get in the house, you need a bath." So he's got little mud on his face. I couldn't get that off, so I just added it to the other side. I used the black rub and buff on there, and I had too much on his face, so I rubbed it off and it went everywhere, and I'm like, okay, he's dirty, he needs a bath. And then this one I put silver on, so that's that one. For this one I put green glitter glue on all the edges. Didn't do anything to the butterfly for her. For this one I put gold glitter glue down the body where I usually put the rhinestones and along the edges. So that's kind of pretty. Different anyway. For the cross, let's see, all I did was fill it in with a coordinating color. Actually, I had pretty much the same color as what I painted on the cross in acrylic paint. So I just filled that in, washed it off with alcohol, and let it dry. So that is it for the cross. Nothing to the jar. All I did was trim, resin restore everything. This butterfly, I took some blue glitter glue, went along the body and the little things. So that's all I did for that one. I don't think there's any more extras. So for the axolotls, this is the newest one without eyes on top of his head. So I put some earrings on the gills, green rhinestones on the fingers, and that's it, because I'm not sure if you're going to be using it to dip in cold water, hot water. You don't know how the kids are going to be. So I didn't really want to go crazy on it. I left that one pretty simple. And then for the one that did have the eyes on top of his head, I put a bow over the one. I stuck eyelashes on her eyes to kind of keep your face away. But if you didn't know that was an eye, it kind of looks like purple eyeshadow. So that's what I'm going with. She's got some purple eyeshadow on. She's got, I got to fix her eyelashes. Kind of came down a little bit. It's just got to push it up a little bit. I did put glue behind them. And I put some stones on her gills, on her little feet. So that's that one. Here's the frog from the live. I put, oops, that got moved. That's not where I put it. Hang on a minute. That went on her bow. Let me grab my glue. I put, this one was already finished. The only thing I added was this bow and rhinestone. That's all I added to it. Let me just grab a pair of tweezers. I don't have my pencil out. Put that right back on there. So the bow got added to that one. Here is this one. I added green and orange rhinestones to the feet. I added orange eyelashes that I had, and a yellow, bright yellow bow and rhinestone on that one. So for these guys, I added stones to the feet, different colors on each foot, blue eyelashes on her, and a bow and a pearl on there. For this one, it was already finished. The only thing I added was the yellow bow and the rhinestone on there. For the duck, I made it exactly the same way that Dawn had done, which she fell in love with. So I put the top hat on, painted the beak yellow, put the white ring around the neck, painted the eyes black with a little white dot, painted the feet orange with some black toes, and put the bow on. Same bow that he had used, so I hope you like it, Frankie. You've been waiting a while for that one. Okay, so let me remind you for the crosses. This was the original one that I didn't like the way it came out marbled. Now, granted, she liked it. I do like it because it's finished, but it wasn't like exactly the color I was going for. I wasn't crazy about the marbling on the inside. So this was her first choice. I'm going to email her this one, which is the second choice. Just basically painted it a little bit different, used purple instead of the pinkish red. And the flowers and the butterflies are similar, not exactly the same. And then the inside, I just did that. So that is her second choice. And then this one is gorgeous. These were her color choices. She wanted the top one of vibrant blue and the bottom one of vibrant yellow. Now, I didn't have a metallic yellow, so I went over it with the Let's Resin yellow several times until it was like opaque. But she didn't say anything about putting a second color in it. I didn't want to take it upon myself to do that. So I just added rhinestones to bling it up a little bit on both of them. And of course, stones in all the flowers. Used the blue to go in the words and blue around the edge. She wanted the inside one blue. So that's what I did for that one. I think that's everything. Oh my gosh, that was a long day. I didn't pour any resin today, which is the first time in, I don't even remember how long, since I have not poured resin in a day. All right, stick around for those pictures. I'm going to get you a bunch of them. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a blessed day. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart.